So let's look at SAUUSD and we put our Fibonacci to see what we can get out of it. And you see that the Fibonacci retracement, this is a bullish rally. So the trend is still very strong. That is why price was stopped at this level, at 0.2 level for the Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci sequence is very important, especially when we have a heavy bullish trend or a heavy bearish trend. We look at retracement. It's actually used for retracement purpose. And for good to have stopped at 0.2 level and which there, it becomes a significant character to see price play out. So we are going to do a lot of gauges to see so that to make sure that we are not overemphasizing and not trying to outsmart the market. So here we have a very strong price action. We want to look at all those who helped, who play the vital role in smarting price. We want to see, we extend it, we are going to extend it. Why we're extending it? Because of the trend angle. So we will hold the trade angle responsible to see the length and extent it can go. So we have here a very strong supply um, and the demand trend line. So we look at the structure and we have here as a resistance, break of resistance structure, price returns on demand. On demand, we have double confluence here. On demand here, we have a double confluence. We have a descending trend line, meet an ascending trend line. It was a massive push, and price continued its way and left. Look at the way it has gone. So we expect that the next retracement will be at 0.3 level, which will also coincide with this red line. So let's change the edges. And by the way, let's do a small magic for clarity. We have this. Not, let's do experiment, not a magic, please. We're not doing anything magic here. Everything is based on structure. So we have here an ascending trend line. From this place, you see price starting here into support and break of a support structure, came here on retest and broke the supply roof and return on here on support, break of a support structure, retest, came here on resistance structure, resistance structure, resistance structure. Break of a resistance structure, price came here on retest. And this has been an important ascending trend line. So we want to be very fast. Demand roof, demand floor, and the supply roof are the two things we want to watch actively. So we have our demand floor, and the next thing is going to be supply roof. So we have our demand floor, we have our supply roof. So here is a demand floor, we have here as a demand floor, and we have here as a supply roof. So we are looking for interchange. We're looking for interchange. So when price interchange on this ascending trend line, we change our bias in line with the interchange. So you can see the price action and how price action played actively in shaping our bias and giving us a clear direction as to where demand and supply for SAUUSD is going. And shortly after this, we're going to go into silver. To see silver. Silver is also an important metal which we must look extensively into and see where we can draw a possible um, lesson and see the direction in a larger trend. Here we have double confluence again, which has moved a demand floor, and we have as here we have the demand floor again. So you see, if we take this line, if we take this long-term ascending trend, it's a psychological ascending trend line. If you clone it, if you click on clone, some of these things try and find out the future. If we clone it and take it to the roof, where you had your previous all-time high, because now it's a channel. This is an ascending channel. The ascending channel have a probability to return price to this place at almost at the golden ratio. There's a very high probability that if um, if buyers do not keep on track, that price could return to the golden ratio, which is the floor where we have our demand, and then be resisted here, and possibly the structure can change to something like this. The structure can change to something like this. So this is interpretation of the structure on 4 hours, and I can tell you this is the most advanced structure you can find for SAE in the market for free. You're not going to find any structure, any advanced structure like this in the market for free. This structure by value cost over $1 million, because it's not easy to understand the structure of market. A lot of people do not have the insights. They do not have the insight, the understanding power to see it. So this is what happens. So we have put our Fibonacci, and price got a retracement at 0.2 level, showing the strength of the swing. It is still intact. So, and the price came yesterday on a double confluence where an ascending, two ascending trend line meet. You can see the first ascending trend line. Look at another ascending trend I got from the clone of this price action of the bottom. You see this price action here is very, very important. If you have replicated this structure, draw this line to a very long length. Hold this line responsible. When price returns here, price will react again for a buy. It remains a demand floor. So in the future, we still want to see here play a demand floor. And if you play with a Fibonacci, price might come at a golden ratio showing weak trend. So if we break out from here, it will be a breakout of 0.3 level, weakening the strength of impulse. Then we can see price extend, extend, maybe possibly break the 50% retracement and come to golden ratio level and upswing again in line with the previous price action. So this is what we expect to see for SAU USD. This is what we expect to see for SAU USD. This is what we want to see. Yesterday was a very beautiful analysis. But what we did to predict was we place our vertical line on where it cuts the structure, and you can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. Then you take a horizontal reading, and that is where market will react. So even if you are not doing anything, you put your sell order. So while you are doing your site work, while you are doing whatever, you close in profit. So that's a strategy, and we will treat it extensively on how newbies can use this strategy to stay winning in the market. So we are doing this so that people can learn the strategy, modernize it, add more value to it, look at it. If there's anything you feel that is not correct, send me a DM, send me a message on some things that are not done correctly. I'm open to learning. I want to bring every idea into the structure. So if you have any idea that will add to this strategy to make it a world-class strategy that will change your destiny forever, you are welcome. So for now, this is what we see for SAU USD, and I feel price might be going to retest the roof. Price will be going to retest the roof. That's also possible. It might go to the roof and possibly extend. Yes. So we see if we break out from this ascending trend line, then it leads us into a new wave of rally. So that new wave of rally, we clone this chart and see where we hold price responsible. So the new wave of rally, they will try to gauge it and look at where do we have a clean structure. We have a clean structure here. So if that price breaks out from there, then this becomes our new supply roof. It's going to be our new supply roof. So our new supply roof is going to be on this line. So just be very, very, observant, and let's play along this thing actively, because this is the structure. The strategy is based on structure, and we'll continue to wait for it. Let it do what it wants to do. We know how to change our hands. We are not static. As price change, we change. We are not permanent. But you can see the structure here. The resistance structure, break of a resistance structure, retest, break of a support structure. Price played, tapped into liquidity, break of a resistance structure, price came on retest, came here, retest, boom, break of a support structure, price came on retest. So I expect the next retest to be here. So this strategy, we keep an eye and see if this baby peaks at 0.2 level and he still wants to pull up, that's fine. Let him pull up, no problem. No problem. We don't have a problem with pull up. We really have no problem with pull up, no problem. Just come, we are waiting. We know where she will come to. So if he decides to pull up after tapping into 0.2 of the Fibonacci retracement, it already formed a W showing that price may be going up. So if he does this kind of thing and we wait for her here, if she can break here, the neckline here, and have a structure, if you break this structure, then use it as what? Support, then you know that uptrend resume. But if price reach here, ladies and gentlemen, it might be a sell. I'm not telling you to believe, I'm just telling you to know. So we'll see how it plays. If it can break this structure or return here, then it becomes it turns supply into demand. Then we can now rally up. We rally up again. But if it cannot break here, so let us look how London section plays into New York section. If London section play into New York section, cannot break this structure, convert it from supply to demand, then forget about it. The sell will continue. As the sell continue, we begin to look at 50% retracement of all the rally. You look at 50% retracement of the entire rally, of this entire rally. You look at it, right? You look at the 50% retracement and extend up to the golden ratio 0.6. So at that level, we expect a potential reaction and the impulse might not be much. It shows that the trend has lost momentum. But at the moment, price stopping at 0.2 level show presence of liquidity and that buyers are very much intact of the market to push price to a new all-time high or to consolidate. After such a drop, price might decide to consolidate between 0.2 level and the resistance level at 2.7. Can't see very well. So between the two roof, price can be consolidating. I make here a roof and make here a floor and consolidate before deciding. Price will build a liquidity. So what I see here now is that price might begin to build liquidity within the from the floor to the roof, from the floor to the roof, from the floor to the roof. Maybe decide, depending on the fundamental, it might go up. Yes, it might go up to break the previous high and come here, you know. So the more price travel a long distance, the more it gives you opportunity to break the previous high. Or another thing price can do is to, if he's playing in this manner, he can come here, then break here, then look its way down. So these are the two things we expect at the moment. Because at the moment, price has to break this black line so that we can turn our supply roof to demand floor. So we have here as demand, we have here as demand, we have here as supply. So at the moment, the price is trading below. So if we break the supply roof, then we turn it to a demand floor, then we go up. So you can be patient and see where this rally. Let price get to this black line for you to take a sell. Yes, allow price to get here. So if New York might do it, if London might do it, by close of London session might do it. Then around 1, 2, 3, you see some volatility into this zone. Then you decide on what you want to do. But this is a value structure. It's a value structure. The value structure for at the moment, the most valid thing to do is to sell because price has completed the channel, an ascending channel, a bullish ascending channel has been completed. So it will not go down without a fight. So it cannot go down without a fight. There must be a fight, a drop in price for SAU USD. So technically, this is what buyers and sellers are doing. They are ongoing. Who has more money? Who has more liquidity? Who can push the market? So they are deciding. So graphically, we're using the chart to understand the emotion, the character, and what heavy players are doing in the market. You are not part of the cycle. Your duty is to study chart and understand the chart and play with what the chart is doing. You can't predict the market. It's impossible. But you can interpret the market. You can interpret the market, but you can't predict the market. It's impossible. So this is what we have.